I thought I would start this reading vlog. As you may notice, I am in a different location now. I have come back up to school. My school is open for this semester, sort of. We are online right now for the first few weeks, but because I'm a nursing major, we're still planning on having some clinicals. I don't really know what the plan is, but I'm up here. Things are going interesting. I'm not really sure what's going on yet, but we'll see. I just wanted to update what I'm reading. I'm still reading The Devil in Downtown. I have barely started it, but I'm planning on reading tonight after I finish Peace Love Books' new reading vlog. And I also started the audiobook Blended. I can't think of the author's name right now, but I'm not far enough in to really know anything about it. So I'm gonna go read tonight and I will update you later. Hello, a reading update. It is Thursday now, and I had just finished Blended by Sharon Draper this morning, and I don't even have words for how good this book was. I don't think I even explained what it was about. It is a middle grade story. The main character is 11, so it's on the younger side, and she has a black dad and a white mom, and they are divorced, so it deals a lot with that and her having to go back and forth between the two houses and sort of having to deal with those two identities. And it was just so phenomenally written, and it covered a lot with racism, microaggression, Black Lives Matter, police brutality. Like, it was just so good. The end, I literally, I was setting up my planner and doing some homework while listening, and at the end I just had to stop and absorb it. It was so good. It had me on the edge of my seat. I literally felt like my heart stopped. And it was a hard book to read, especially knowing that this is a middle grade book and that kids have to be exposed to this material, but it has so many good lessons in it. I learned a lot, and the author in the author's notes said that part of this story, especially at the end, was based on her own brother's life. So the fact that they had to live through that, I think kids should be able to read books like this and learn so much, and it was so good. For my other update, I am halfway through The Devil of Downtown by Joanna Shupe. This one is moving a lot slower than the other two, but I also really like Justine. I think of the three Green sisters, I'm most like her. So I am really enjoying that one so far. I am planning to sit down right now and finish it. This weekend is the historical romance readathon from Peace Love Books, and I don't think I really have many books to fit her exact prompts, but I'm just going to read all historical romance this weekend, so that is what I'm going to go do, and I will update you later. Hello, a quick reading update. It is Friday. I ended up finishing The Devil of Downtown last night. Absolutely adored it. I really liked it. It was a bit more of a slow burn than the other two in the series, but I have just grown to love the Green sisters so much, and Justine was definitely so much fun to read about. She was so much different than her sisters, and it was a really interesting change of pace, and I loved that. It is the historical romance readathon from Peace Love Books, or Jess, this weekend, so my plans are to do that. I have picked up Any Duchess Will Do by Tessa Dare, and this fits quite a lot of the prompts. I don't think I'll be able to finish all the prompts, but this is purple cover, new to you author, part of a series, has a step back, and a book that you own, and there might be more prompts and hits, and I just can't remember. But I started this last night. I'm 70 pages in, and I'm enjoying it so far. Nothing has really happened. It follows Griffin and Pauline, and Griffin is a duke, and his mother is meddling in his life. She brings him to this town where a bunch of women tend to take holidays there, and so the mom brings him there and is like, okay, pick a girl and you have to marry her, and I will make her into a duchess for you. And he does not want any part of this. It seems he has some sort of darker past or something, but that has not been revealed yet. And he's like, okay, I pick her, and he picks Pauline, who's actually the waitress at this place, not one of the rich ladies taking holiday. And now he has brought her with him, and they are going to London for a week where the mom will make her into a duchess, but really Griffin doesn't want her to win this. He's like, just be as bad as possible and then you can go home in a week. So it's an interesting premise, and I'm very excited for my first Tessa Dare book, and I will be doing more reading of this today after I get some homework done. Hello, an update. It is Saturday. I finished Any Duchess Will Do by Tessa Dare last night. By the way, I just have to show this step back. It's absolutely gorgeous. This was a good one. I really liked Griffin and Pauline and their chemistry. I loved Griffin's backstory. It was so sad. Like, I was literally tearing up, but it was really well written. I will say trigger warning for loss of child if that is a topic you like to avoid. But overall it was really good. The steamy scenes were okay. Like, I liked them. There weren't as many as like the last book I read. And then the only thing I didn't like, which only knocks it like half a star down, but the whole novel only takes place over a week, which just didn't feel like enough time for me. Like, I feel like it should have been more. And then we have a jump to a couple months later and then a jump to a couple years later, and I just wasn't sure how I liked that pacing. I would have liked it more spread out and gotten to see more of the details. But other than that, great novel. I'm so glad I finally picked up a Tessa Dare novel, and I cannot wait to try more. Continuing with my historical romance readathon, I have started Destiny's Captive by Beverly Jenkins. I'm 2 hours in. I am enjoying it so far. I watched this documentary on Amazon yesterday, which low-key might watch it again today, about like just the romance industry when it comes to publishing and everything, and Beverly Jenkins was on there a lot, and I really like her. She was so cool in the documentary, and I just really like the way she spoke. So I am even more excited for this to be my first Beverly Jenkins book. This is a pirate romance. She is the pirate. Her name is Pilar. I think that might be wrong. I'm terrible with names, but it starts with him, whose name I've also forgotten, which is ridiculous. I was literally just listening to a scene with him. But he, when he was younger, was kidnapped and sold into slavery on this island, and after like 6 months there, the pirates that kidnapped him, he finally signed a deal with them, and he worked for them for 2 years. And then once he was free of that contract, he, went clean and is a tradesman now. The real story picks up like 10 years later or something, and it starts with her kidnapping him and stealing his ship because she needs it to smuggle weapons to the rebels in Cuba. I don't know a lot about Cuban history, but I know there have been many like rebellions over time. I'm really bad with most world history, most US history for that matter. If it wasn't in Hamilton, I probably don't know it. This is, I want to say late 1800s, because he is from LA and she is from Cuba, I believe. Very much still in the hate part of what I assume will be a hate to love, and he is trying to plan how he will hunt her down and get his ship back and turn her in for stealing it. So I'm very excited. I am hoping to finish this today. I have like 3-4 hours left, so I think I can do it. I just need something. I need to find something to do while I listen to my audiobooks, so to keep me busy. But I will update you when I finish this one, and then if I do finish this one, I have one more book on my TBR for the historical romance readathon, which is Dreaming of You by Lisa Kleypas. This would be to get a Lisa Kleypas book, and a book published before 2000. This was published in 94 or 95 or something. This cover was published in 2009, but this was originally published in the 90s. And then, if I didn't already say, Destiny's Captive is for a book that takes place at sea and a person of color author, because Beverly Jenkins is one of the most prominent Black romance authors, which I think is really, really cool, and I cannot wait to keep reading. So I will update you later when I have made some more progress. Hello, a reading update. It is Sunday now. I did end up finishing Destiny's Captive by Beverly Jenkins yesterday. I finished the audiobook last night and I liked it. I loved Beverly's writing. She just had a really like witty type of writing, and I really enjoyed that, and her characters were a lot of fun. The story just wasn't what I expected it to be. So like when I picked it out, I thought it was gonna be like a pirate romance, but the pirate stuff kind of ends like 25% in, and then the whole middle chunk is all super like domestic, nothing happens stuff. And like I loved the characters and I loved seeing them grow to love one another, even if it was kind of quick. I liked their chemistry, and then but like nothing happened. nothing happened once they were together, and then at the very end a big thing happened and I was like, oh, it's gonna get exciting again, and then it was all wrapped up in like a chapter and a half, and so it was really rushed, and I just wish there had been more excitement. But that being said, I did love the writing and the characters, so it still is like a 3.75 out of 5 stars for me. I don't put a lot of thought into star rating, but like somewhere around there. Like, it was good, it just wasn't great. That being said, I do really want to pick up more Beverly Jenkins in the future to read other books by her, because I did really love her writing. And now for the last book in my historical romance readathon, I'm going to be starting Dreaming of You by Lisa Kleypas. I'm hoping I can read this whole thing today. We'll see. But I'm really excited. I've never read a Lisa Kleypas before, and this one doesn't seem too long. It's 12 chapters, so maybe I'll be able to finish it today. I don't know. But I'm gonna go read that now. I'm also watching that documentary again about romance, just because I think it's so cool to learn. But I will go ahead and update you later when I finish this Lisa Kleypas book. I do have to like go to bed early tonight, just because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, but other than that I have literally no plans today, so it's just gonna be reading all day like I did yesterday. Hello, a quick update. It is Monday, so the historical readathon is over. I did end up finishing Dreaming of You by Lisa Kleypas actually today rather than yesterday because I fell asleep last night. But oh my god, I loved it. It was a 5 out of 5 stars. It got like sort of slow there for a little bit, and I was like, we've got 100 pages left, what's going on? And then a big thing happened and I loved it. I loved Derek Craven, I loved Sarah. I just loved this book, and I cannot wait to pick up more Lisa Kleypas in the future. For now, I actually think I'm gonna just keep reading some historicals because that's just all that makes me happy right now. Originally I was going to pick up Half-Blood Prince this week, and that's still sort of on the table, maybe a little bit later, but for now I am going to try Seduce Me by Christmas by Deborah Rayleigh. This is one of the books I got in the mystery book box, and I know it's not technically Christmas yet, but it's August, which is like almost Christmas, and I love Christmas all year round, so I'm very excited to give this a try. I've never heard of this author or anything about this book specifically, but it sounds fun and I'm excited to give it a try. It's also really short. It's only 340, no, not even 320 pages, so I'm very excited to start this today, and hopefully this will only take me a couple days to read, but also I have so much Zoom classes for school now, so that'll take up a lot of my time, but I'm excited to get started reading this.
Is that really what my hair looks like from the back?
Hello, an update. It is Thursday. I don't have a whole lot for reading update. In Seduce Me by Christmas, if that's what it's called, it's over there. I'm like 40 pages in. I have not been able to read very much this week just because I had back-to-back classes, but I did start an audiobook. I started the sequel to the Bromance Book Club. It is Undercover Bromance by Lyssa Kay Adams, and I'm about halfway. Really enjoying it so far. No romance has happened yet, but I like the two main characters. The sister, so the main heroine is the little sister of, twin sister, little sister, I'm not sure, of the heroine in the first book, and then he is also part of the book club, and she's a little annoying so far, but I like her enough that I'm enjoying the book, and I'm hoping to finish that today or tomorrow, depending on homework. But really, I came here for an update because this morning I had to go out and run some errands, and I just happened to stop at Bookman's because I had to. So I got a couple books that I didn't need, but I got them anyway. So I got The Harlot Countess by Joanna Shupe, just because Joanna Shupe is like very quickly becoming my favorite historical romance author, even though I've only tried a couple, but so far she is my favorite. This one is about Maggie, who is a like political cartoonist, but she writes under a male pseudonym because it would not be accepted in whatever time period this is for a woman to have that career. And then love interest is Simon, and I don't know who he is. He has been secretly in love with her for a long time, and somehow her drawings make him a laughingstock. Maybe he's in politics, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I saw Joanna Shupe and I picked it up and got that far. I also got one other Joanna Shupe, which is one that is very high on my list, is A Daring Arrangement. This is, I believe, the first book in the 400 series. I'm not positive in that fact, but don't really care. I didn't even read the back of this before I picked it up. So it is about Lady Honora Parker, who wants to pick a fiancé. She says she wants to pick someone who is the most appalling man in Manhattan, and that way her father will reject the engagement and she won't have to get married. And she picks the devilishly handsome financier Julius Hatcher. That's kind of seems the dynamic Joanna Shupe does in a lot of her books. That's what's in all 3 of the other series, and I love it. So I'm so excited for this because I have a feeling that even though he's the most like hated man in Manhattan, she'll fall for him anyway. And then the other book I got I saw as a recommendation on Chandler's Instagram, and it's Dukes Prefer Blondes by Loretta Chase. I don't love that title, and this, I had a couple other ones picked up, but this Step Back is why I chose this one, because I mean, look at it. The green, it's just beautiful. This is about Lady Clara Fairfax, who is tired of like getting proposed to, doesn't want to marry right now, so she goes to help her favorite charity, and when a child from the charity is in trouble, she turns to a tall, dark, and annoying barrister, Oliver Radford, and they have a marriage of convenience, and from there stuff happens. I don't really know. I saw it as a sort of bad boy, good girl recommendation on Chandler's Instagram, so I am very excited to pick this one up. I just could not turn this Step Back down. I mean, the green dress, it's a photo, but it's a painting. It's just too gorgeous to handle. So those are my little mini book haul. Today I have a lot of homework to do, but I'm hoping to finish it today, and then from there I will be able to just read this weekend because it's only Thursday. So I will go ahead and get started on the boring stuff now so I can get to the reading later, and I'll update you later. I am actually already editing this vlog and getting ready to get it set up for posting, but I realized I didn't actually do the wrap up for my audiobook. I wrote the review on Goodreads, and in my head I thought I did this clip, but I didn't. So I finished Romance Book Club, was that today? Yesterday? I think it was today, and it was okay. I didn't love it. I definitely didn't love it as much as the first one. I really liked Brayden, if that is his name. I am terrible with names, we should all know that by now. But I really liked his character. But by the end, I just did not like Liv very much. She just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know what it was. I just didn't really like her character. I didn't like the actions she took. She was very she just put a lot of blame on other people, and it was something by the end that she realized and she was trying to work on, and I get that, but it was just annoying to read throughout the whole book. And then also there was this big reveal at the end, which I won't say because this book is pretty new, but there's this big reveal with Brayden at the end, and the way she reacts is so heartless. If I were Brayden, I would have done almost the exact same thing that he's been doing all this time, and for her to accuse him and just act so terribly towards him for keeping a pretty reasonable secret. If I had his secret, I probably wouldn't be broadcasting it to everyone either, and if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. So it was just annoying to me that she reacted in the way that she did, so I didn't love it. I still like her writing for the most part. Depending on who the next book follows, if there's another book in the series, I don't know if I'll read it, because if the next book follows the Russian character, I can't do it. I can't read it. He is the stupidest character ever, and I do not understand why he is included in this book, because there's so many great characters in this book that make such a great cast, but why is he here, and why do we call him the Russian? I don't even know what his name is, because they just call him the Russian, and he just had a lot of stupid slapstick jokes that I am not a fan of, because I think that kind of humor is just stupid. So yeah, that was annoying to me too. So this book was okay. I'm still gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It just was not my favorite, and I've been kind of getting some misses lately with romances when it comes to audiobooks, so I'm hoping whatever I pick up next romance audiobook wise will be a lot better than the last couple. So there's that. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep on editing this video, and I will see you guys next time. Hello, one last update for this vlog because I have a different one planned for this weekend, but I just wanted to update that I did finish this just now. It was okay. It was a little slow for the first like 200 pages, but once we got going, it was really interesting and I liked the mystery aspect of it, so it was a fun read. I would say probably only like a 3.5, maybe 3 stars, but I did like these characters. The writing was just a bit slow. Other than that, I don't know what I'm going to pick up next reading wise, so I'm just going to go ahead and close out this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!